everyone, it's Michelle again, and I'm back with, oh, this one's a big one. We've got Pierre. This one is a Richard Lorenz. This guy is a pirate. So it's 33.5 inch. No, I'm sorry, 25.6 inch by 33.5 inch. And 65 centimeters by 85 centimeters. Let's see, what do we got here? 83 colors with 1 AB and 4 fairy dust. That's not too much. Okay, the colors, there's a lot. So total diamonds, there are 89,001 diamonds. Oh my goodness, that's a bunch. So we're gonna check out Pierre. I debated off and on whether to get this one, and he's just so cute. This scruffy looking thing trying to look like a pirate, and I don't know, I just had to buy him. So, you know, here we go. All right, so we've got our toolkit. It's got everything you need to do your kits. We've got baggies, we've got a pen, it's got the putty inside of it already, one placer there. We've got a 4-placer on the other end. It says Diamond Art Club on it. We got a tray with a top and a stopper, lid and stopper. We've got some more putty inside of here, and a heart-shaped pad of wax, and we have a 7-placer there. So that is everything you need besides the canvas and the drills, which we're going to get to right now. All right. Oh, no, we're not. We're going to look at this real quick first. So this is just on the outside, has their branding and a thank you, and right there we have their social media information. We open this up and we find, oh goodness sakes, we find a card. Look at there. It is actually a silver. Look at there. That's awesome. That's awesome. So this is, see how it's holographic? And we have the name of the artist and the name of the canvas and the size down here on this little section. And yay. Okay. Then inside we have QR codes on each flap here. We've got the Facebook over here and the app over here. Tips and tricks up here at the top, and then how-tos for the pen and diamond painting there. And then down here we've got what's inside the kit, your kit contents. And that's all we need that for. But make sure you keep your sticker sheet because you're going to want this. All right, so here we've got some stickers. This is their branding, and then we've got the name of the kit and the name of the artist. Inside, we have all of the individual colors. They're all separate, so you can use them to kit up with. And then on the back, we have start and end date sticker. We have the original artwork. And then we have the information about the kit. So you have the kit, how many colors, you have that it's square, and the size, and the SKU number. So then we open this up, and this one is gonna be big, which is part of the reason I wasn't sure if I wanted to buy it, because I've got so many great big ones, but I mean, it's just so darn cute. All right, we're gonna lay this down here and let it flatten out while we look at the colors. If I can get it to lay flat. It's big. Okay. All right. Let's see. So they all have the sticker on the outside of the bag so that they can be stored separately if you need to or want to. Oh, and then I can't find where it comes apart. There we go. Okay. There's a lot of drills in here. All right. So, all right, so let's get started. All right, we have 838, 840, there are 2 bags. 645, there are 2 bags. 938, 841, there are 3 bags. 310, we have 4 bags, and 6,032. Oops, little short strand, okay. 3371, 3781, 451, there are 2 bags of that, and 801, and 3857. Then we have 317, 3787, there's 2 bags of that, 839, 3859, 223, 3772, 2 bags of that, 60, 30, so 6,030. Okay, 3861, there are 2 bags. 3860, there are 2 bags. 414, there are 2 bags. 6,033, 3722, 550, 355, and 3830. Wow, and still, we haven't come across any of the special drills, have we? ABs or fairy dust? I don't think. Okay, 315, 3726, 946, 780, 407, and then Z 782, and there we go. All right, 814, 758, 721, 3778, 498, 436, 833, 3846. Sorry, did it again. 3864, 356, 3041, 300, 918, 3721, 350. Oh boy. Okay, we're getting there. 400, 161, 3852, 666, 3042, 935, 936, 3820, 817, 553, 829, 552, I'm sorry, 452, oh, goodness sakes. Z740, I think I've got ADHD. Z951, okay, 722, 3782, 725, 3705, 444, 580. I'll explain when I finish here why I said that. Okay. 3807, 154, 820, 372, 352, 977, 754, 976, and Z 3746, 797, 613, 890, 134. AB 6002, 943, and 826. So the reason I said that about ADHD is because I think the reason that I do that I say the numbers backwards, I see them okay, and I know what I'm supposed to be saying, but they come out wrong because, this back up, when it's a lot of colors like that, my mind starts wandering, and I'm thinking about other things, and so I then end up screwing up the numbers. Oops, I've got it the wrong way, don't I? Yeah, I do. That's the top up here. So I think, because my mind it betrays me every time. Okay, so I don't know. Should I keep it this way? This would be easier, I think. Let me see if I can get a better view of it. I don't know. Okay. So that's, yeah, it's big, so I'm not going to be able to get it all in there. So, all right. What did I do with the did I drop it? Yes, it's on the floor. Give me just a second. Oh. Okay. All right. Sorry about that. Okay. Now I need my tweezers. Losing everything. All right. So there was just one AB. Okay. Yeah, there's one AB and 4 fairy dust. And this is a big one for that. Okay. So we've got the number 1, a triangle, the dot, black dot, arrow up, and 2 dots. Okay, that shouldn't be too hard. Uh-oh, there went my light. I'll be right back. Okay, so, I have found some of them, but I'm not seeing a whole lot of any of the special drills on here, honestly. Okay, I'll just point them out to you. And all right, so, and I'm not sure when this kit came out. I don't know if this is like a really old one or just from like a year ago. I don't know. So, okay. The AB, there's one AB, it's the green. So there's some in his eye right there, and there's some right there. I'm not really sure what that little bit is. I think it must be part of that bandana, and then there's things hanging down here. I think that's what that is. And I think that's it for the AB. I looked up here on the screen, and I don't see any of them there. That's it. That's all I see. There's not any other green on it, I don't believe. So that's it, I believe. There also is, so that was 134. There's also a purple here. It's not an AB, that's the fairy dust. Fairy dust 3746. And the only place I can find it is right here at the very top of this umbrella, right there. There's some. And I don't see any more of that anywhere. I see other purple, but I do not see that symbol anywhere. So I think that's it for that one also. All right. And then we have the dot. Okay, it is Z951, which is, of course, the rest are all fairy dust. So what I found of that is right in here on the top of his beak, right there and right here. There's a few right here, and there's like 3 of them right there. And then there are a few up here. So there's some here. And then there's a few right there. There's just a few sporadically there, a couple there. And that's it. That is all I see of those. Okay. And then we have the up arrow, which is fairy dust 782. And that one is right here on the top of his beak also. So there's a few there and there. There's some up here. Let's see, there's a few right there, a few here, and there's a few in here. Now, there are more of these, of course. There's some there. Okay, and then there's some over here also. There's a couple right there. There's a few right there. That might be it. If I see any more as we're going, I will point those out, but yeah, okay. There's also some of those up here. There's some right here on this umbrella, kind of going all the way up there, and then I'm not sure if there are more of those. I don't think there were any over there. So I think that's it. Okay, and then we have the orange, and that's the last one. So the orange is a fairy dust also. It is fairy dust 740. So this one is going all the way, kind of outlining his beak right there, like the inside of his beak there. And then I know there were more. Okay, right here on his face or head there, I'm not sure. And then there's a few right in there. Just a few there. Don't think that there were any up here. Okay. Let me, oh, I just knocked my water. I'm knocking everything over. Oh, it's new. Okay. Let me see. I don't know if there were more of these. I don't think so. I think they were just in here, but I think that's it. Yeah, I think that's all. So that's it for the special drills. There's just not all that much on here. I don't know, maybe I will throw some of my own in there, because that's just not very much for this great big kit. And I think we can do better, but we'll see. I say that sometimes, and then I end up just doing the kit and doing it exactly the way they had intended it to be. So I'm just going to kind of push this through here so that you can get a view of it all. And let me just, so this guy is a pirate, but adoring the colorful umbrella up here. We got a spider hanging off of it, it looks like. All right, and then look at his grumbly look. Okay, so is that a bird? It's something, and maybe it's a monkey. I'm not sure what this is. Right there, sitting on his like shoulder or back or whatever. We've got a skeleton up here sitting on his head. It looks like maybe it was a skeleton dinosaur or a skeleton bird of some sort. And then he's got a little hook at the bottom of his nose. Now see, I would have thought that we'd put some ABs in that just to, you know, I don't know, or at least fairy dust. And then we've got another bird down here. I'm not sure. That looks skeletal also. So, and he's standing at the end of what looks like a ship here. So, but yeah, I think we could find several other places to put some splashy drills. Maybe the earring right here. Maybe some in the red in that, whatever that, I don't know if it's a monkey. I'm gonna have to look at a better picture of this. So maybe what's hanging off of this umbrella here, it looks like there's jewels hanging down off of it, or something hanging down there. Maybe that could be, you know, lots of different options here. And there's just not a whole lot in it. So yeah, has anyone done this kit, and did you throw in extras in it? I'd love to have some opinions about this. So if you don't mind, help me guys, help me. Okay, so that is all I have for today, and I hope you guys are doing wonderful. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. If you don't mind, give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button below, and I would love it if you throw a comment in there. It really helps the channel. Any interactive, anytime you interact with the videos, it helps bring more people to the channel. So thank you again, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.